In this lesson, we're going to look at division with decimal divisors. Okay, this number over here on the left is called our divisor. This number here under the house is called the dividend. All right, our divisor, we want it to be a whole number. All right, so when it's not a whole number, we have a technique to make it one. Okay, so to start off with, I'm just going to show you what to do, and then I'll explain why it works. Okay, we're going to move the decimal place until it is at the end of the number and the number is whole. So now that number would be 37. Okay, now however many decimal places we moved it one, we're going to move the decimal for the dividend the same number of places. So we're going to go like this. Okay, and now our new number, or our new problem would be 37 into 296. Okay, let's look over here. This time there's two moves we need to make. So we can go 1, 2, and our decimal goes there. We need to do two moves, right? Because we did 2 here, we need to do 2 over here. So we're going to go 1, 2, put a decimal here. So our new problem is actually 154 into 2051.8. All right, our next one, 0.41. Let's go 1, 2. So now our number is 41. And we're going to go 2, 1, 2. Now it's into 173.92. All right, 1, 2, 3, 3 places. We're going to go 1. Oh no, there's no more numbers. What are we going to do? Well, we just keep moving. Okay, so 2, 3, we put our decimal. Now in those empty spots there, we can put zeros. So our new problem is 15208 into 120600. All right, 12.84 into 163. 1, 2. Oh, there's no decimal place on that number. So what do we do? Well, every whole number actually has an invisible decimal place at the end that we can't see. So we are going to spawn a decimal here after the 3. So 163 point is the same as 163. And we're going to go 2, 1, 2. What do we do in those empty spots? Well, we fill them in with zeros. So our new problem is 1,284 into 16300. Now, really quick, the reason this works is we're actually multiplying the divisor and the dividend by the same power of 10. Okay, so when I move one decimal place, I've actually multiplied it by 10. And I move one decimal place, so I've also multiplied this number by 10. So that means if we multiply the divisor and the dividend by the same number, same power of 10, sorry, our answer is going to be the same. Okay, as if we hadn't moved it at all. The same thing here, 1, 2. Okay, so it's not 10 this time, it's actually 1 with 2 zeros. So we've multiplied this by 100 and we've multiplied the dividend by 100. Let's look here, 1, 2. Well, that's 1 with 2 zeros. So we have multiplied by 100 and done the same thing to our dividend. What about this one? It's gone 1, 2, 3. Well, that's 1 with 3 zeros. So we have just multiplied our divisor and our dividend by 1,000. Okay, and this one's 2, so we've already done that before. That's 100. So that is why this technique works, is because by moving the decimal place, we're actually just multiplying by a power of 10. And as long as we multiply both numbers by the same power of 10, the answer will not be changed from its original answer. Now, the last piece of this is, what do we do with the decimal after we've moved it? So we are going to float it. We're going to move it up to the top. Okay, so in our dividend, after we move it 1, we're going to take that decimal and float it up to the top and put it there. And now, no matter what answer we get here after we do the actual division, our decimal place is going to be right here after the 6. Okay, on this one, our decimal ended up here, so we're going to float it up and we're going to put a decimal here. Okay, and the same thing, I probably should have put down here where we put our original one, right? Okay, so our decimal goes here, and the same thing here. Our decimal is actually there. All right, let's look here. 173, our decimal's here, so we're going to move it up and put it there. This one, our decimal's here at the end. We probably won't even need it in our answer, but we'll see. We're going to put a decimal there. We don't know unless we actually use the division. And here, look, our decimal is at the end as well, so we float it up to the top. All right, so the phrase we're going to use for this is move it, float it, and then we're going to solve it. Okay, so move it, float it, solve it. All right, so let's do a few examples together. Let's move it, float it, and solve it. All right, we're going to move one, Now we're going to float it. It goes up here, and now we're going to solve it. Okay, 5 into 6 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. There's 1 left over. Bring down the 5. 5 goes into 15 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15. Then 0. 5 goes into 0 0 times. 0 times 5 is 0. And bring down the 5. 5 goes into 5 1 time. 1 times 5 is 5. I don't have any remainder left. Okay, so our final answer here is 13.01. Okay, let's do the next one. Move it, float it, and now let's solve it. Okay, 36 into 100. Let's see, 30, 60, 90. But if I have a 6 on there, it's probably only going to go in twice because that's going to give me too much. So we're going to do, let's see, it won't go here, it won't go here, but I think it can go 2 times. All right, 2 times 36, that'd be 60, 72. What's left over? Well, 100 minus 72 is 28. Let me borrow that for you so you can see my math. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 7 is 2. Okay, bring down the 8. 36 into 288. Well, if it goes into 100 twice, it's going to go into 200 4 times. Let's see here. Let's do 36 times 6. Let's see, we might get too many. 6, 3, 18, 21. No, we can keep going, can't we? 2, 1, 5, 2, and we can go again. Oh, plus 8, 8, 2. Okay, so 288. That was 6 36s, 7, and 8 of them. So we're going to put 8. 8 times 36 is 288. I apologize for my messy math over here, but the point of this lesson is actually where the decimal goes. So that's why I'm going a little bit faster, that bit of math. Let's do that. And we don't have any more numbers to bring down, do we? So our final answer here is just 28 or 0.0, right? Okay, our last one. Okay, move it, float it. Well, we don't have anything to move because this is already a whole number. Okay, so if we float it, so our decimal, remember there's an invisible decimal at the end of every whole number. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring that up so that we're going to give a decimal answer rather than a whole number with a remainder. Okay, so 9 into 80, 9 times 9 is 81, so that would be 8. 9 times 8 is 72. 80 minus 72 is 8, right, because I borrowed. Let's see. Okay, we're going to go to 2 decimal places here. Anytime we have a whole number and we add a decimal at the end, we can add as many zeros as we want because 80 is the same as 80.0, which is the same as 80.0000, whatever it is. Those aren't going to change my number, okay? So 9 goes into 88 times again, 72. Well, we know it's going to be 8 because we just got that. 8. Oh, that's a 0, not an 8. It looks like this is a repeating decimal, so no matter how many times we divide, we're going to keep having a remainder of 8. Okay, so our answer here is 8 point. Now this 8 is repeating, and how do we do repeating? We do an 8 with a line over the top. Okay, so that is how we do decimal division with decimal divisors.